help and asking for it. It is something a lot of people struggle with, and I've struggled with personally as well. Is I'm a person who likes to do things on their own and likes to figure out ways to get out of difficult situations or find my own path and learning from it. But it isn't always as easy as it seems. And you can get stagnated and you can be running around in a circle without having a specific direction. So, I actually have a short story. When I was 13, we had a leadership camp in school, and we had to do a task. The leaders of the camp actually told us to put on blindfolds, and we have to do this maze and course and find our way out of it. So we put on our blindfolds. It was sort of this rope course all around, up and over obstacles, and the only rule was you weren't allowed to detach from the rope. You weren't allowed to take off your blindfold. Now as well, you were allowed to ask questions, but you weren't allowed to take it off or detach from the path. So a lot of us, we just kept going. We went, but you realize the longer you kept going, the quieter the path got. Now you're climbing over these obstacles, trying to get underneath, you're struggling, you feel lost, you don't know what's going on. After a while, I just felt like, but what's going on here? Why am I so stagnated? Why am I not making progress or finding the right way? Why am I struggling more and more as time goes on? I realized, wait, maybe I should just take a moment, call the marshal or the leader's name and just ask, like, listen, I need some help. I'm feeling directionless. I feel lost. So I asked, called for the marshal and be like, can you please help me to find the right path? So what did he do? He detached me from the rope. He took me to a different place, put me down, stood in front of me, took my blindfold off, and he made me look up and look around me. So the maze, it was just a circle. You were just climbing over these obstacles underneath everything. But as you go along, you just in the same place, you just feel lost, you get more frustrated, and you start to get like tunnel vision, just struggling for one thing. So he made me look up, and obviously you can see the light, and now you can see the path, and you realized how stagnated you were in that position. And his words were, when you are in life, it is okay to struggle, it is okay to go through obstacles, but you shouldn't be scared to ask for help. Now, I'm not one to preach, I just am talking about what I've learned from my own experience and seen how much it has made a difference to seek guidance, to ask for help, to ask for advice. And that has made a big difference. So even personally, my bodybuilding journey, for instance, my first prep I did myself. I didn't have any help or any guidance really. I just purely prepped for it myself. So did I make progress? Yes. Was I happy with how much progress I made? At the time, yes. But it wasn't yet where I wanted to be or know where I can be. So I placed second last in 2 lineups and last in one of them. Onto my second bodybuilding show. The first probably 10 weeks I did by myself. In the last 5 weeks, I asked for help, I asked for guidance. Now 5 weeks isn't a lot of time in bodybuilding to see a huge difference. But the guy who helped me, he helped me a lot. And he took my look and performance to the next level. So on that day, the one lineup I got first place, the other lineup I got fourth, just outside of podium again. So time goes on, a few months later, it is at the end of the bodybuilding season, and I realized I need to make a change and I need to take this head on. So what did I do? I looked around, I found someone I could work with, so I didn't feel as stagnated, and I wanted to leap forward and just take everything to the next level. So what do? We got through a huge improvement phase, took the prep seriously, everything, and well, let's just say it went very well. I'll talk about these in a different time, but let's just say it went well. And recently, I wanted to build a relationship with Christ. I wanted to build up on my faith, and I wanted to learn more. So what did I do at the start? I prayed, I listened to the gospel, I listened to worship music, everything, but I also felt lost. Then someone reached out to me who actually knew me from the gym where I worked at. He was like, listen, we have this group every Wednesday night where we talk, we learn about the word, we take from it, we speak about what we take from each Bible verse and lessons and our opinions on it, worship, and then pray at the end as well. And he said he wants to invite me towards it. He feels like it can make a huge difference in my life, which it has so far. And he said he wants to pray for me. So I was like, okay, from the start I knew I needed to go, but I do have slight social anxiety, and I'm sort of scared of the unknown and afraid of uncomfortable situations. So then I said, yes, I will go, but I sort of put it off. I was like, no, I'm in prep, I'm not going to be in the right headspace or anything. But there's never a perfect time to do something. So the 1 week was actually during my peak week for my first show. So I felt horrendous, very low energy, I was in a water cut, no carbohydrates, so I was just drained, deflated. I was like, no. So I didn't have clients in the afternoon. I was like, no, I need to go. Let's see how it goes. And it was amazing. Felt like every lesson so far has been spoke onto my heart, and it's made such a difference and impact. So from there, it's made a difference. It's helped me to build a closer relationship with Christ, helped me to understand Christianity and everything better, and it feels like I'm finally heading on the right path, and I'm finally not in a circle anymore. So people have came up to me, people have helped me, and people have made a difference in my life. So all I want to tell you today is don't be scared to listen, and don't be scared to ask for help. That guidance can make a huge difference, and it can lead you onto the right path. It may not be the perfect path, but I always believe you can learn at least one thing from every person in your life and take one thing away from what they tell you. So yeah, don't be scared to ask for help.